Jeremy Osterberger here with BIC Magazine. I'm with Derrick Morgan. Derrick Morgan handles regulatory affairs for AFPM. Derrick, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Yeah, we're here at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum, and Derrick, you just were on a panel.
Yep.
And I wanted to talk a little bit about what was discussed on the panel for our audience.
Great.
First off, what is AFPM? And describe the organization and the purpose.
Yeah, so AFPM, we've been around since 1902. So we're the preeminent trade association for the refining industry and for the petchem industry. So we have over 95% of the capacity are members of ours in both refining and petchem. And we do everything from 11 conferences a year to great safety programs where we're all sharing best practices. And then we do advocacy, which is kind of my job there, which is to represent the industry before state and federal government.
Fantastic. And for folks that want to learn more about you, give us a website.
AFPM.org.
Okay, all right, AFPM.org. So there was some discussion of plastic bans.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if everyone knows about that. Can you tell us a little bit about plastic bans, U.S. policy, and what can we expect from that issue?
Yeah, so we're seeing this in some localities, some corporations, a few states. It's reared its head as well, and it's a concern with pollution, particularly in the ocean. And so what people are concerned about is waste going into the ocean. And what we're trying to do is spread the word that industry is working on a solution for this. And so we're trying to increase ways to recycle so that we can reduce waste. And unfortunately, sometimes if people don't think industry is doing its job, they'll step in and overstep. And we think that's what these plastic bans really are. So there's some efforts to ban, for example, plastic straws. And we think this is the wrong way to go from a policy perspective. And we think that it's incumbent on us and on all of industry to find solutions for these problems.
So no, thank you for that. Another major topic today was about tariffs. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you just give us an update on where do we stand on resolution of some of the challenges we're facing currently with some of our primary trade partners?
Yes, yeah. So I put it in three buckets. First, you've got NAFTA.
Right.
And the president has reopened the NAFTA agreement to try to, what he says, get a better deal, if you will,
sure.
With Mexico and Canada. Right now, the trade with Mexico and Canada is working really, really well in the energy and petrochemical space. American companies are successfully competing in all of those markets. And so we're watching with great interest. We're hopeful that it seems we're close to a resolution with Mexico now. Hopefully Canada can be brought in and we can have a solid footing on NAFTA. The second piece is with China. The president has installed tariffs against China, and China has retaliated. And one of the ways they've retaliated is tariffs on petrochemicals. And so that's what we were talking about on the panel today is the threat that is, because there are so many people in China, so many customers, and if we have tariffs on goods, it's going to hurt American companies. So we want to see resolution on that soon. And then just very briefly, the last one are the steel tariffs. So the administration has put tariffs on imported steel, and petrochemicals and refining and many other businesses here in the Gulf Coast area are steel users. And there's a lot more steel users in the country than there are steel makers in the country. So we need to be really careful that we're not trying to prop up one industry that's going to then hurt all the other industries.
Sure. Well, Derrick, welcome back to Texas.
Thank you.
I appreciate you being a part of this, and thank you for participating.
My pleasure.
Great to see you.
Thank you very much.